All right, so I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate how to do the plot points and graph the log function. So first up, I notice I've got a couple transformations here, so I'm going to make a table of points with the parent function, which is log base 2 of x. Okay, so this is left 5, down 1. So there's my center. Okay, there's my vertical asymptote at x equals -5. Okay, so now I need to figure out what kind of graph this is. Now this is a growing log because it's a base 2. So it should look like this, but I need to plot some points to go with it. All right, now it says 4 points, so I need to come up with 4 x values that I can use. So I'm going to start writing powers of 2. Okay, now I could go the other direction, but that's going to be kind of hard to plot. So I'm going to keep going in this direction until I get 4 integer coordinates. Now, it does say stretch by -2. So now I'm going to multiply by -2. Okay, so those are the points that I'm going to plot. All right, so see that point? There it is. From the center, 1, 0. Okay, from the center, I go 2, -2. Okay, from the center, I go 2, 3, 4, 2, 4. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6. All right, so I'm going to click Done Plotting Points. Okay, now this was my original shape, but it was reflected. So it does make sense that it's going to... Now here's the trick to getting this graph done correctly. You have to draw it all the way until you get arrows on both ends. So you've got to draw all the way through the points. Now I'm going to leave my asymptote there to see. Okay, here's my pencil. So I'm going to start up here. You can pick up your pencil and redraw. Pick. Okay. You have to draw until you get the arrow. All right, so I'm going to erase this. Okay. And it looks a little wobbly, but we're going to see what we can do here. Uh-oh. Okay, so I'm going to check my points. Erase the drawings. Okay, let's try drawing again. Okay. Okay, let's try that. Yay! Okay, so the key here was drawing, right, until you get the arrow. It didn't have to be perfect. And notice here that I'm just focusing on the integer coordinates, okay? That's what I'm focusing on. All right, let's do another example. Okay. Left 2, down 5. Okay, so there's no stretches here, it's base 2. So it's going to go here, here, from the center. 4, up 2. From the center. 2, 4, 6, 8, up 3. Okay, so now I'm going to take away this one. All right. Now I have now keep in mind my asymptote. So I'm going to go like this until you get the arrow, and then I'm going to, okay, undo last. I feel like it was a little too wobbly. I really want that arrow to be pointing down. All right, let's try that. Woohoo! Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and show you about this writing equations of a log graph. Now, I don't really want to give you the answer to this one, but as you are typing, in order to get the subscript, you're going to press Shift and then the underscore button. Okay, so the underscore button is right there. You've got the plus and the equals, and then right next to it, you've got the underscore and the subtraction. So log, and I'm going to press Shift underscore, and then it gives you the subscript. Okay. Now, I am going to go ahead and give you an idea of how to write equations. All right, so let's just pop this up here, and let's go to View, Present. Okay. And here we go. So let's look at how I can write the equation of this log. First thing I have to do is pick a center. So that's left 4. Up 0. So that's going to be y equals a log base b x minus plus 4 plus 0. So you've got your h and your k. Now there are two ways to do this. You can look at, okay, this distance is always 1. Okay, it's always 1. So it's going to be kind of tricky to plug this in to find values because it's going to make things cancel out. Not very helpful. So I can look at this point here, but let's look at the count from the center. It's 4, 2. All right. Now it's over, it's over 3. So it's over 3 up 2. This is actually the a value and the base. Okay, let's check. Over 3, 6, 9, okay, over 9. Now, keep in mind that these are powers of 3, okay, powers of 3. 3, 2, 9, 4. Okay, usually log base 3 of 3 is 1, but you had to multiply it by the a value, okay, which moved it up to 2. Log base 3 of 9 is usually 2, but I got multiplied by a, which makes it 4. Okay, so this is y equals a is 2, log base 3, and you're like, okay, that's kind of tricky. Yes, it is a little bit tricky, so I'm going to give you another way to do it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with that center point, but I'm going to assume that the base is 10. You can kind of assume any base, but I'm going to go with 10. Y equals a. Log base 10 of. All right, notice now that I only have one point that's unknown. And so I'm going to plug in the second point because this first point, if I plug this in, I'm going to get log base 10 of 1, which is 0. And it's just going to cancel out, so I don't want that. So I'm going to use this second point here of -1, 2. 2 equals a. Log base 10 of 3. Okay, solve for a. A equals 2 over log base 10 of 3. You're like, that's a funky answer. It is, but watch this. Let's go ahead and plug in your a value. Okay, you're like, this is kind of weird looking. It is, but let's do one more step. Let's put these two logs, right? Let's put the 2 in front, and then let's put these two logs in the same fraction. Oh, why? This is, notice that we have the same base here. This is actually change of base in reverse. So I'm going to, okay, go back to base 3. Back to base 3. Log base 3 of x plus 4. Okay, see that? You can actually change this back to a base 3. And then where does that a value go? In front. Okay, so let's take a look at what we just did here. From the center, over 3, so your base equals 3, and your a equals 2, which is what I just figured out by doing this change of base. Okay, so now you're like, how do I type this? All right, let's go ahead and peek over. Okay, let's erase over here. Okay, and you want to type in y equals log. Okay, shift underscore base 3 x plus 4. Okay, and I actually forgot the 2, so 2. And then look, you can check those points. I'm scanning. There it is. Ooh, scanning. There it is. All right. Good luck.